co-founder of Gameboard. Gameboard is a tabletop console that allows you to play from hundreds of TTRPG and tabletop experiences, and we aggregate it into one product and one platform. We have this incredible technology that lets you use real pieces on the surface of Gameboard. They can be anything, literally anything, any mini, any chess set, anything, any shape or size, you can use it on Gameboard. The tech is in the board, not in the pieces. So you can bring your pieces with you when you play on Gameboard. So I'll show you a demo. All right, so this is just a TTRPG. It's a map that we've created. These are minis. These are just beautiful Hero Forge minis. And Gameboard ships with these 3D printed bases that I've just stuck onto the center of them. And all you have to do is select them onto Gameboard. And we can do like line of sight, fog of war. You can have multiple people doing the same thing, different things, and we can recognize infinite touch on Gameboard. So you can have as many pieces as you want, different shapes, different sizes on Gameboard, and we can recognize every single touch input. And as a GM, you still have control of your maps and your party. You can still set up the campaigns the way that you want. Foundry is one of our biggest partners for TTRPGs, and you can explore and upload your own maps as well. Yeah? Okay, awesome. And I'll take you to Gameboard too.
Yes, so VTTs.
Yes.
You're working with Digital Foundry?
Yeah, we work with, Foundry is obviously one of our biggest ones for VTT. We also have Encounter Plus, Planner Ally, a lot of other ones, Alchemy RPG on Gameboard, but then we also have a ton of tabletop games and publishers. So we work with Asmodee, we work with Direwolf, we work with Steve Jackson Games. We have over 250 developers and publishers building games for Gameboard. So our SDK is open, anyone can build a game for Gameboard and deploy it onto here. We don't build the games, we just want to be the platform that connects creator to player.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. So when someone, like for instance, there's a lot of companies that have Android and iOS versions of tabletop games.
Yeah.
Is that something they can use as a foundation for a version for Gameboard?
Yes, absolutely. So Gameboard, we have our own operating system, but it's based upon Android AOSP. So if you have a game built in Android, you built with Unity, Unreal, any native, you can deploy it onto Gameboard. And our SDK and our in-house game team will handle, okay, this is how you detect physical objects, this is how you do different gestures. Like, we do a lot of the heavy lifting. You just take your existing digital games and port it.
Awesome, awesome.
And
let's check out some of those those tabletop games.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so I'm going to take you on a tour of Gameboard and some of the content partnerships that we have on here. So for beta, we have about 25 games that we're testing here at Gen Con for everyone. So you can kind of see that we have, Terraforming Mars is a really fun game. I'll start with Wings of Glory from Direwolf. They just released it, and it's absolutely beautiful on Gameboard. So it gives such a different feel and a dynamic way to play the game that you can't play on PC, you can't play on mobile today. So we'll just do start game, continue. We'll do like a really fun tutorial. So you can like assign, I need to sign in as a player drawer on each one. Assign first fight maneuver. There you are. My first play. Do this one. It's very dynamic.
Oh, that's super cool.
How to play it as you're playing it. So when you first unbox and you're first learning to play, every single game walks you through how to play it, because it's obviously very different on Gameboard too. So it's important for you to understand how the touch works, how the tech works in relation to Gameboard too. So it makes it a really fun experience. I'll show you some more. Let's see if I can I'll do a poker too. Let's do poker. We'll do our player drawers, because we're going to say that there's 2 people playing this game on poker. And player drawers, like I was saying before, they could be, it could be people sitting together around the board, or they could be somewhere else too, and they can join you and play.
Oh, nice. So you can remote online.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
So Mystic Veil, for example, when you turn on Mystic Veil, you create a room, and you can do Gameboard to Gameboard play. You can play with someone on Steam as well. It just depends, and that's what Nomad wanted to do. That's how they built the game, so that's what we allow for it to be enabled in Gameboard's ecosystem. So show poker. The cards get set up here. You see the secret pieces. You're going to deal out right here on Gameboard. You see the 3 and 8. You see the jack. It doesn't want to bug out on me.
I think it might be the humidity.
I know, it's like my hands are really sweaty
Yeah.
too. There we go. That's perfect over there.
All right, cool.
But yeah, it allows for you to just continuously and dynamically play however you want. You have your secret pieces on Gameboard itself, but then you can have them on your companion app in your iOS and Android app too.
Excellent.
Let's show you more. And Gameboard's really cool because multiple people can be touching the screen, playing at the same time, doing different things, and I'll show you. So I'll place the cat token first, and then like I could be doing this and this at the same time. And we recognize every single touch input that's occurring, right? So you don't have to wait for your player's turn to actually complete. You can just continue doing a lot.
I'm not seeing any latency there. That's great.
Yeah. We have really high refresh rates. It just depends on how the game is optimized. Like you were saying before, if it's already built for Android, it's really fun and easy to, port your games on a game. All right, so we could do a tutorial too of this. We'll just do play, skirmish, do a tutorial. Yeah, we'll just play a tutorial so you guys can see. So it shows you different battle maps, how to do the basics of everything. Enemy deployment, you can get the movements in the tanks all right, and it tells you where you can go with everything. Do a light tank stack, yeah, this one was this. Attack range, movements on here, and then it can zoom in, and so you can actually see where
Nice.
you want to go on the battle map. We'll do, let's see, I still got some points. I can't really move that far.
I figure Ogre's a good a digital adaptation because there's so much math and the way things change as you play in terms of the rules. So it's very cool.
It keeps track of all of it too, right?
Yeah.
Like, it keeps track of where you are in your attacks. It keeps track of your rule keeping and scores. And like where your power base is, and are you really actually going to get the enemy? Like it's a really fun way to get it. And then it will do the opponents, and it teaches you how to do it too. Let's see. Movement phase. So your host drawer is what controls all of the gameplay.
Right.
And when you back out of a game, that's how you can exit really easily in and out. I'll show you this too. This is really fun. This is like, it's a race against the clock type of game. So it's a card game, and you have encrypted words on there. And it's meant to be played with teams, and you're supposed to really understand how to race against the clock and find different words and guess them. It's super fun. It's called Code Break. And the music is really great. It's very Stranger Things in the music, but it's
nice.
So it's a race against the clock. You have certain words that will populate up, and you have 3 minutes, and you can reveal your hand. So this is my secret hand that I know because I revealed it.
Excellent.
And I have to make my teammate guess what this is and drag it into the box. And the more words that you get your teammates to drag inside the box, the faster you win. So it's literally like an opposing game, and the clock is running down on you.
Nice.
So it's super fun to play with.
Nice.
So Viticulture is one of my favorites. I love, love, love this game.
It's a great game.
It's so fun. And Digidice did an amazing job putting it on Gameboard. And I really like them as a company because what we really love with game developers is how they push the limits of what tech can do. They're like, that's cool that you're a square display, but we're going to make this like a Lazy Susan style turn wheel, and we can move it around on Gameboard. It's really fun. So I'll take you guys through that too.
Awesome.
And I'll show you some more physical piece movements too, but you can play any game digitally on Gameboard, and then you can add the physical pieces if you want. So
That's
it's
super cool.
Yeah.
That is
it's
super
up to
cool.
you as a player. You're not required all the time to do it too. All right, so we'll.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We'll sign in, so we'll start playing. Let me sign this guy in too, so we can play together. It just needs to know where everybody is, and there we go. And then I'll do the cute little thing because it turns to where the player is sitting based on where my player drawers are, so
Yes,
it knows. But then you can still turn it in gameplay too. So we're looking at Viticulture, one of my favorite games, and Digidice did an incredible job putting this on Gameboard. So the player drawers know this is your player drawer. It knows where you're sitting and what you're doing in the gameplay. So we'll just pick this guy and we'll do the turn. And then it rotates to play to the player over here too. We'll just pick on here.
Oh, that's lovely.
First, this one will pick a victory point. I'm playing with 2 people here. And then I can turn it. Wherever I'm sitting, whatever I'm doing, I can actually play with a dynamic way to view the board at all times. And then you still have your secret hands and all this stuff here on Gameboard. Right?
I love how other parts of it are moving as well, or turning as well.
Everything should be geared towards you as you're playing. Your play mat appears where you're sitting, all of it. It's very dynamic in how you are going to start to integrate and play with it too. And then you can have different options to start playing too. Okay, let me just end my turn. And then we can start the summer phase, and you take our little worker, and let's see, what do I want to do? I'm sitting over here right now, so I will move this to me. And I'll take a worker and give him a tour. My worker is going to get a tour, and I will end my turn, and then we'll go to the player. So it's really fun and engaging as you play it, and there's really great sound as you're playing it too. So last but not least, something that we debuted at Gen Con is tiling of Gameboard. So everyone always asks us, can you make this bigger? The answer is no, because you can connect 2 Gameboards together by touching them. So there's no hardware that connects them, we're just sensing, thank you. We're just sensing it being connected. And so as you have a map set up, it can work on both sides of it. So all you had to do to pair a physical piece was touch it, and then as it travels through the world, we can understand where it is. And so this could technically be infinite. You can have 3, 4, 6, 9, whatever you want. We just have 3 hours of battery, so you have to make sure you charge the middle one. But it could truly be dynamic, and you can tile as many game boards as you want to the surface, and it will work.
What's the most you've tiled together?
4.
4, wow.
4 is the most that we've tiled with and experimented here. I think 9 would be really cool to check out, but it's like, it would be really big space to like really check out.
You need a big table, yeah.
Yeah, we would need a really, really big table to do 9 together.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
and I see it's over there on the screen on the computer as well.
Yeah, so as a GM, you can still see everything. You can control the pieces and the tokens. So as a GM, you can see a lot of the stuff and connect the scenario and reveal different things to players. And then like for here, you can't, there's actually walls, right? You can see it here, but the player can't see it because it's blocked off. So when you want to try to determine line of sight, you can do it. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna, drag 2 pieces, where do I move from here? It tells you it's 16 feet. So you understand how far something is, like you have analytics behind it and stuff too, so it's easier to start playing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this looks great. When are you trying to get this to retail?
So we're in beta right now until January. So our hardware is done, but as I'm sure you can tell, our games and our OS are in beta and we're testing with users. So we do a mass release Q1 of next year.
Excellent.
So right now we have about 1,000 game boards out. They're like to early Kickstarter backers, beta testers. That's who's just giving us feedback. But then we'll be at mass production next year.
Awesome. Can you pre-order it right now on your site?
Yeah, you can pre-order it right now on Gameboard, on lastgameboard.com. You can pre-order Gameboard. You can either do a full-on purchase of Gameboard, which is $800, or we have a bundled offer of hardware and software together, and it's $60 a month, and you can return it anytime.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Is this like a service, a subscription service as well?
Yeah, so let's say you just want to play Foundry. You can buy Foundry or TFM individually, but if you want access to the entire platform, it's $15 a month, and it gives you access to the entire library.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you purchase the games a la carte as well?
Yes, 100%. You can, like, if you just want to play Terraforming Mars or Ogre or Foundry, you can just purchase it one-off. But obviously you get more access to content if you're a part of the subscription.
Awesome. Thanks so much. This looks great.